What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So I got an awesome tutorial video for you guys today, and today is on how to paint plastic or resin tires in this video. So there's some questions out there on how to do that, and well, in this video is pretty simplified, and there's a company out there that makes special paint for tires, which is Tamiya. Tamiya, of course, has loads of different paints out there, and they have a specific paint called Rubber Black. It's specific rubber black because it dries super flat, and if you do a special technique, which I'm going to show you in this video, it dries just like, it looks just like rubber as you just saw in the pictures. So just in case you're wondering, it is XF85. I'll leave a link to it in the description just in case you want it. But the special trick is you don't want to thin this paint like you would with normal paint if you're spraying a body. In this case, you want to not thin it as much. You want to thin it just a little bit less than half what you normally would, because in this case, you don't want it to, flow out like liquid paint. You kind of want your airbrush to sort of spit out some paints here and there, where it's not like flowing smoothly. You kind of want some, what you call it, like spitting out paint. That's what you want it for this, because if you look at the actual tires are not smooth. They have texture to them because this rubber is textured, and that's what you want for this one. So when it's spitting out the paint, it gives it that texture look, and that's what gives it the actual realism. And in this case, it dries super flat, and it dries like that texture, what your airbrush is spitting out. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to let the video play, and I'll come back after the video. Alright, so now we're on to the second set of tires. I'm actually going to turn up the volume on this video so you can actually hear my airbrush spitting out the paint. And it's actually pretty cool if you listen to it. I had to take off the tire because that one tire was kind of loose, but we'll come back to it later in the video. And I'm going to do a roof curtain. The model that I'm doing is a 32 Ford, and I have like some kind of like roof curtain, you want to call it. And I'm going to do it in the same rubber black because it's kind of, the curtain, you want to call it, is kind of like rubber. But in the case, I'm actually going to do like a semi-gloss clear on top, but it'll be pretty cool with that sort of like rubber look on this as well. Alright, now it's time for the second coat. The first coat dried, and now we're going to do the second coat. The second coat, we're just doing like a very slight miss. So I'm pulling my airbrush back quite a bit farther away, and just have my airbrush just kind of spit out the paint and just kind of like spread out that paint more, and just get that more texture look, and just gives it that more realism. And just be careful and just go slow, and it definitely looks amazing. And I'll put the pictures at the end of your video as well. I mean, the Tamiya Rubber Black, it's really good paint if you know what you're doing, and just go slow, and don't, like I said, don't thin it super thin. Just thin it like half as you would with normal Tamiya paint that you'll be painting the body with. Don't thin it as thin as that, make sure your airbrush is spitting out the paint, and that's what gives it that look and that textured look, and it looks really cool. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and if you have more questions, leave in the comment section down below, and subscribe if you're new. And until next video, guys, I'll catch you next time. Take it easy.